Hello, Taurus, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach. I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have an intuitive message for you today about your journey. If you're returning to the channel, this is going to be a little bit different than my usual, so let's get started. Okay, looking at the energy of you this week, we have Armistice. This energy feels like a balancing point. If there's been a conflict with someone else or you've been conflicted within yourself, there's a stillness that you're in right now where you're not feeling at war anymore. This is a really nice, still kind of peaceful energy, the end to fighting, Armistice Day, right? I'm also getting the words needs are taken care of. So we have very different needs going on within ourselves, but also within the people you're interacting with. And this seems to me that you have stumbled upon some kind of compromise or a leveling system or leveling approach where things are kind of back in balance. All right, let's look at the energy that pushes you forward. We've got power, Seven of Wands, and I'm going to draw the other card as well, the energy that holds you back, Justice. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to do that was because I wanted to clarify what was going on here. So Taurus, you're in this lovely, comfortable, still place, but the danger is overstaying in that lovely, comfortable, still place. The Justice card is, again, we've got that theme of balance. So the Justice card, I believe, for you is not only wanting to stay in that easy, calm, level place, but over processing and analyzing and overthinking things, over trying to figure out what's fair. Too much here energy. And this is all going to make sense in a second, because we've got what is going to push you forward is power. Seven of Wands. So you are going to be involved in some kind of test, or you're going to be called out to show and demonstrate your power in a way that you're not necessarily going to be sure what the outcome is. If this is a discussion, you're not sure if it's going to lead to resolution. If this is an argument, you're not sure how it's going to come out, if the person's going to agree with you or not. If this is, it's kind of like going into a game and not knowing if you're going to win. You don't know what the outcome is, but there is a need to exercise your power. There's going to be a need to get involved. There's going to be a need to show your power. So I feel for a lot of you, Taurus, this isn't just like coming into the situation. This is actually speaking and saying, no, this is what I feel. This is what I think. There's an over-harmonization going on when I combine these two energies here, when I see them blended, where the, not tendency, but what is the word where you shouldn't do it, but you want to do it? Temptation. The temptation will be to be too nice, too accommodating, too willing to compromise just to keep the peace. And this card is saying, don't be afraid to cause a little conflict. Don't be afraid to stand up. This card, even though, it's two bison charging at each other, even though it looks a little bit scary and you have the crackle of that electricity going in, this is usually a good card. And when I see this as a strength coming in, what helps you, the energy that's what's helping you, this is good. Because it means that whatever happens, no matter what happens, you will be rewarded in some way for exercising and showing your power. This can also be standing up and saying your point of view, or taking an opposing point of view from someone. But it's an energy where you're definitely going to be at odds with another person. It's not that, oh, I'm going to go along and everything's going to be fine. This is one where you've got two rivals opposing each other. What I really love about these cards is the way they're talking to you, Taurus. This is a bison, which is in the bovine family, and Taurus is a bull or a cow, and that's a bovine creature as well. So this is like your energy on steroids. Taurus, when you are pushed, it's time to stand up, but this card is saying you need to stand up anyway, regardless. We're not focusing on keeping the peace this way. In fact, it's the opposite. Go ahead and shake some things up. Let's see if we can get some more information for you. Just a few more messages. Inspiration and work. Now, I feel like this is taking us into a completely different space, but it's almost as if when you stand up for yourself and you involve yourself in that kind of show of power, display of power, it opens up something else, whether energetically or you actually see this manifest immediately. It opens something up. There's a lightning bolt here that's going between, and we have that lightning continuing on the inspiration card. So I feel like either you get more energy, like it's that conflict ends up being really energizing and it increases your vitality, or it opens up a new avenue, a new energetic avenue where it might be an opportunity comes for you having to do with work. 3 of Pentacles. But I want to say that I really think that this is some kind of divine gift headed your way. Once that power is shown, once you say, no, I'm going to stand up, this is who I am, this is what I think. Once you do that, there's definitely a spiritual reward going on. This is like raw spiritual energy. So the inspiration that comes down from heaven and ignites this fire. And then here we see that same motif of the fire, but it's controlled, and so it's not burning out of control. It's carefully, I'm going to say curated, which is a funny word, but I guess it's not, because this is very reminiscent of a church windows, even though it's not. So when I think of curator, I think of someone who takes care of. So we have this raw power coming down into an opportunity. It actually creates an opportunity for you that will cause some kind of advancement, whether it's literally at work or in your spiritual practice, in your vibration, in your even in your sense of self. It feels like this is going to be a good confidence boosting endeavor. If endeavor is the right word. There's going to be so many benefits that come out of this 7 of Wands card. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there's a lot in there. I want to stick with the 3 of Roots, this card, for a second, because there's something else coming in. Getting the words far-reaching consequences. So I believe my guides are exploring this idea that we have this raw force that then comes into these carefully selected and carefully placed leaves. Really, these are leaves that just look like fire. So this opportunity to show your power is gonna, I don't know that I need to explain it, right? It's got far-reaching consequences. It's going to impact not only you, but other people in ways that you're not able to see from where you are right now. So this really is an adventure, Taurus. So I hope that understanding that there's going to be benefit in the long run helps give you a little bit more confidence and willingness to try this, to try standing up when the opportunity comes. That the short-term benefits of keeping the peace and keeping harmony are not really as strong as these long-term reaches. If you can see this, it's just so beautiful the way this feather becomes this whole flame. If it's just for that alone, it's worth it. So I hope the beauty of this progression here was conveyed, because really it is an amazing thing that I'm seeing and feeling. So Taurus, thanks so much for sharing your journey and your time with me. If you're curious about how else I can help you deepen and support and increase your spiritual journey, please check out my website, soulguidancewithadriana.com. There's a link in the description below. I will look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great one.